Hello everyone, Quinn here, and today I'll be going over the 18th edition of the Muerto Times for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. So, straight off the bat, we have fixes and testing, more than they usually have here, and that is going to be the incorrect spawn points for bones. So, for those of you who do not know, with the last update, Bones has had some spawn issues on Slaughterhouse, all variants, where he could spawn just about anywhere in the basement. I've already showed clips of this from my initial review of the patch, so I don't have any leftover clips showing this off. So if you were curious what that looked like, and my verdict of the January what was it 28th update, feel free to click on the link in the description to go and check that out and all the other changes and what have you that came to the game. Next, we have the gore missing on the Slaughterhouse Storm. I'm not sure exactly what that refers to, but they do have the floating items. Again, I used all my clips in my last video, and that is basically in Leatherface lair, just like a box where a toolbox can occasionally spawn. Sometimes there's a med kit on said toolbox as well. The, you can see like a floating tarp, and the toolbox to be on it. And what's even weirder is when that toolbox is on said tarp, it makes it so you can walk through that toolbox. I don't think it's game breaking, but definitely it's something that people point out immediately, and I've heard about before I even launched the game. So it's good to see they got that rapidly fixed. Next, we have removing black bars from Execution Pack 4. This some people complained about when that Execution Pack released months ago, and they even acknowledged it again months ago, and they have yet to fix it until well now. Also, I mentioned that there was some issues with Hitchhiker's Fountain Execution, where people complain about the blood falling at like 0 FPS, and I hoping they fix that as well. I doubt they will, but we'll see. As somehow I doubt they're only fixing these four things after they had like an entire month of time working on stuff. Now we have under investigation. It's going to be Wyatt's knife and electric traps. I'm not sure what they're fixing with this. The only thing I could possibly think of their fixing would be the fact that his knives will act like grenades, where you throw a knife and it explode and just disarm everything and turn off objectives. This is super stupid, and that definitely should change. So one thing that he can already use those knives infinitely is another that they can disarm multiple things at once. At least if you had to, let's say, throw the knife, disarm an electric trap, and pick up and throw another knife to let's say destroy a hitchhiker trap, and then another knife to turn off the gen, then you know at least is it instantaneously, you just take out everything in 1 second. You at least have a little bit of time to take off all that stuff, and perhaps a family member could show up and stop you, make it balanced, not completely broken. But again, we'll have to see whenever they release patch notes as to what this does. So next up, we have close encounters and private matches. I'm not even sure what's broken about close encounters and private matches, so someone will have to give me some insight on that. I don't see anyone in any of the comments on Reddit or Twitter that mentioned what that's about. And again, I don't play private matches, so I wouldn't know what this is changing. But to those 5 people who play private matches, I'm happy for you. Next, we have a mini game UI disappointment pairing. I'm not sure what this refers to. I've had one ages ago, more specifically the fuse box, where I was leaning. I believe I close encountered Nancy. I think what she was fight, and then when I went to try to do the fuse box, the mini game disappeared, and then that resulted in me not only failing to do the fuse box, but my team getting killed because we never got a window to get the fuse box done after that. As I believe Nancy just started hard camping it. But and lastly, we have needs more info. That's going to be ladder stuck spots. Only thing I could possibly think of with ladder stuck spot is stuff like that's been in the game for over a year, by the way. And slow devs, where someone told me that if you spam the drop button as you're climbing down a ladder and somebody hits you, it like bugs you in place. So unless they're finally fixing that, I don't know what this ladder stuck spots could possibly be, because I can't think of any other ways you really get stuck on a ladder besides that. So very short, Mortal Times. There's really not much to go over here, and I don't want to rant and rave about TCM vid. I just wanted to hurry up and put this out before they hopefully put out patch notes. next week. I'm assuming that's when this update comes out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be very disappointed because the last update wasn't even that impactful. All it was what skins and the map variant and some decent changes and fixes or whatever. But again, nothing to write home about. I stopped playing TCM after maybe a week. Um, and the roadmap said we're supposed to get stuff, and there's plenty of stuff on that roadmap we have yet to get. So if they pushed it back to March somehow, that'd be very disappointing. So yeah. The only thing else I can really think of to mention is the Xbox crash issues. They are not listed here, but they did confirm that they're working on doing more fixes. We don't know if it'll come in this update or not. We'll see. But um, I was go ahead and end this here. So as always, guys, if you like what you see, you know what to do. And if you haven't already, get on life.